Welcome, welcome everyone. My name is Audrey. This is the Matrix Oracle, and we are going to be cosmically connecting to the weather forecast for the first quarter moon in Virgo. Hi everyone. A little astrology, shall we? It's busy. Listen. When I tap into those energies, it's always busy. I like to connect and add the asteroids of the wild feminine energy. Because we know that the feminine energy is rising. That means our intuition is rising. And we want to connect to the potential that we have and hold within, which is the magic. So right now, what's happening? Let me explain. We are entering and I have entered the 28-day cycle of this new moon in Gemini. You can go and check out that cosmic forecast where we are attuning to the vibrational energetics of this purpose that we have. And a week later, before the full moon, we have a square. A square between the sun and the moon, and that usually means friction, okay? A little friction. So the sun right now in Gemini is conjunct, so dancing very closely with Mercury and also Venus. Those degrees here where we have this dance of the third eye, also your throat and your heart, that's a lot of like higher chakras here, okay, are really about making you align to the synchronicity of your life and your intentions and your desire, okay? Now, musically, your heart is connected perfectly to your soul and to your purpose on earth. So the Earth Star Chakra and the Soul Star Chakra. Isn't it that wonderful? Now, with this moon, dancing with Lilith, okay, we have a lot of patterns that we inherited from our family that is coming up to the light, okay? And if you can see it, I'm not sure, let's see my finger. It's in the 8th house. So a lot of the shadows of the things that maybe you've had experienced, okay, as far as your childhood, is going to be pulled out of the surface. And look at this magic here. We have this very volatile, that means explosive energy with Neptune. It's a half a square, okay? And what that means with this ending of the Neptune, some of the illusions of whatever was your experience as a child or in your family, okay? Things that made you feel awkward, weird, casted out, okay? Is going to be highlighted. It's just like fire, you know? I don't know if you've played that game. It just came back to me as a child. The burn, like you hold someone's arm and you just burn. It's just, you're going to feel what doesn't feel right when you start thinking it, okay? So nobody's doing that to you, but yourself, your thoughts, okay? And the universe is going to show you how to align to a greater, better way of thinking and feeling, okay? So a lot of energies here, okay? In Gemini, also in the 5th house, that means your self-expression. So how do you express and talk about yourself is going to be revealed, okay? A lot of things are going to be shown. Now, I also highlighted here, okay, some of the sacred geometry. You see here, there's a grand trine with a little point here that's called a kite. And we have Chiron here at the bottom, at the opposite of the part of fortune. And that means with this energy that we're going to really almost like make the best out of the things that we experienced that wounded us, okay? That's what I call turning your scars into stars. Chiron is your connection to becoming your own healer, becoming your own guru, okay? And right now you see it. It's connected to this whole cluster of your desires and your intention and all the universe synchronizing with you, but also here, this point here with Ishtar, so your divine feminine energy, another energy that has a lot of Venusian, okay, a lot of your desire, your sensuality, your intuition. So a lot of activation to connect to what helps you ascend. Those degrees of Libra, okay, where we have the part of fortune, is about bettering yourself through knowing thyself. And the part of fortune is the wheel of fortune in the tarot. Okay, so that means that right now, when you're trying to work on yourself and heal yourself, the energy and the effect on the outside world is actually emphasized. It's pulling even more out, and you're going to see more that is going to be expressed. I want to also highlight this sacred geometry here with Uranus, the moon and Lilith, and the rising, okay? Because here we have this legacy. Now, we inherited certain wounds, but we also inherited certain gifts. And when you have this grand trine with Uranus and your rising in Capricorn here, that speaks of your creativity, your wealth in terms of your intelligence, when you're going to focus more on feeling joyful, okay, and following your bliss and not caring if it looks weird to others, if it's not the path that everybody would take. Just following your intuition and maybe going against the grain is going to support you to understand how to manifest certain aspects. There's going to be a lot of activation of your own healing ways. And that means finding things that resonate with you. Maybe your course, maybe your tool, maybe something that you had to listen, okay? Maybe your book you had to read. There's a lot of synchronicity right now as far as the tuning, because that's what we're trying to manifest. Through 28 days since June 6th, the new moon in Gemini, 28 days where we're pulling out, sprouting the seed of intention of wanting to know more about what it is that we're meant to manifest and create in this cycle, but also as a grander vision, okay? And that means that we're going every week, there's like a movement of the moon. That's the dance. That's the main dance. Why are you seeing a lot of dancing on my channel? Because this is how I illustrate this dance. We're dancing in terms of the third eye. We think we know what we know, and we do, but there's a lot that we don't know. And this is where the moon just goes round and round. Okay, and that means here when it's squaring, there's a little bit of a little bit of friction, a little bit of explosion here that's going to show you where you need to end certain patterns of thinking. There's some realizations, there's a lot of shedding. There's a lot of renewed energy. There's, it's like retrieving your potential. Some of you, if that really speaks to you, I have on my YouTube channel a soul fragment retrieval. Okay, this is very powerful. That means that sometimes we've experienced certain things and we're still thinking about it, whether consciously or subconsciously. And that means we're split. We're not present. It's still playing out in our reality, even if it happened 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Okay, so that's what we are meaning when we talk about soul fragmentation. It's like your soul is not here in the moment creating in that field that you want to, that vortex of desire that you're tuning to, but more still to whatever has occurred, something that is finite that you're still bringing back, okay? So there's a lot of awareness here that is being brought up to the surface, a lot of shedding, but what I love and what I really feel is that some of you, you're going to really see that the cosmos right now wants you to dance with this with more ease, okay? Allow yourself to be more gentle. Allow yourself to tune into your intuition and to your rational mind in ways that don't feel so contrasted, okay? That's at least what I am wanting for this path of enlightenment, when we're realizing some higher truth. Hey, that's why I think the way I think, that's why I behave the way I behave, and not having such a contrast in the realization. So we can allow ourselves to have acceptance, forgiveness, compassion for ourselves, and bring a lot more love. Remember, I think some of you, if you watch the channel and you follow, the last reel was about choosing the path of love. When you have a thought about a certain event, choose love, send it love. Send it love and put your focus on something that is more desired, okay? So that's what I have for everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for all the ones that are, sending me questions, DMs, just to know a little bit more about this cosmic dance and some even of the frequencies. That's my work of heart, helping, giving you tools of ascension or of shadow work in terms of frequency, because there's no amount of words that I can speak that can give you what sound can give you. At least has been my personal experience. That has been where I've healed my wounds, and what it activated and allowed me to better myself is through sound and meditation, and taking that time for myself to attune. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Namaste. Thank you.